Hey there, Wondering Watchers. Welcome to this pick a card reading, which reveals how a certain someone that you have romantic feelings for truly feels about you, versus how they truly feel about someone else. Whether you're wondering if your crush is about to end their current relationship with another person, or if you're curious about whether the person you're dating has feelings for someone else, or if you just want to size up your competition in the dating scene, this reading lets you know where you stand. Keep in mind that you have agency over your life and you make the decisions about how to experience it. These cards only provide perspective, and it's your choices and your actions that lead to the ultimate truth of your situation. If you are new to pick a card readings, I'll quickly review the process. For those of you ready to explore your third-party situation right now, the link to each reading is in the description box below. I have in front of me 3 piles of cards with gemstones. Pile number 1, we have Witchling Academy Tarot and Sodalite. Sodalite promotes clear-headedness for emotionally charged communications. In pile number 2, the Star Seeker Tarot deck and Amazonite. This stone promotes hope, clarity, and confidence. In pile 3, we have Trick or Treat Tarot and Lapis Lazuli. This promotes self-awareness and speaking your truth. So go ahead and pick the pile of cards or gemstone that you feel drawn to for this reading. If you don't get the messages you were hoping for in the initial reading, then feel free to pick another pile. If you don't get the messages you were hoping for in any of the readings, then it may not be for your best and highest good to hear those particular messages at this time. If you need more time to review your deck choices or to meditate on the energies of the gemstones, feel free to pause this video. Once you've made your decision, go to the description box and click on the link for the corresponding pile. Now it's time to tap into the cards, choose your true feelings revealing tarot adventure, and let's make magic happen. Welcome back. This reading is for group number 1, those who picked Witchling Academy Tarot and Sodalite, to reveal the true feelings someone has for you versus another. I have 3 rose quartz pieces to create a partition for the reading I'll do for you with Witchling Academy Tarot, and for the reading on your person's feelings for the third party, for which I'll be using Everyday Witch Tarot. So let's dive into the feelings that your person has for you and for your connection. We have 10 of Swords and Knight of Pentacles. So it seems group number 1 with the 10 of Swords that they feel like something is kind of over and done with. Maybe they feel betrayed by you, or they feel bad about betraying you. But it seems like they feel things are kind of over, and they're looking for, forward to a new dawn ahead. With the Knight of Pentacles, it seems that your person is already focusing on the future, already seeing what they can kind of plan out for themselves. They're looking at, playing the long game. You have the King of Swords here. So group number 1, your person, they feel that they need to be strategic with you right now, that they are kind of looking at this from a business decision. So far, there's not any kind of sense of emotions or cup cards here. You have another sword. You have the 4 of Swords. So this is a card of kind of withdrawing from the situation. So they feel like they maybe were hurt, and now just are trying to clear their head about the situation, trying to kind of regain their energy for their long game, whatever it is that they're looking for, long-term relationship. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's as if your person feels that perhaps their experience with you, maybe that wasn't a great experience for them, and they're really thinking things are going to be better, better for them the next time around. So let's see what else we have. Well, here's are the cups, 7 of Cups. So your person kind of feels like they don't really know what they want. And when it comes to you, it seems like it was more of, looking at the facts, kind of maybe looking at just cause and effect, kind of what was said, what was done, and not really from a place of emotions, because it seems that your person's not really sure exactly what it is that they want. So let's see what else we have here. We have this card of Influence. So group number 1, with you, it seems like your person either, feels like people were talking about you two, or there was too much of, other people's opinions involved, either leading up to them even noticing you in the first place, or leading to this situation that's ending. You have communications. So it does seem that with you, this influence, the things that were said or not said, either between you two or by others, kind of really made an impact on your person. You have soul connections. So this is interesting. So group number 1, your person, they do feel like they are connected with you for some reason, or were connected with you for some reason. With this Wheel of Fortune, it could be that they feel that their luck is changing because whatever lesson they needed to learn, they maybe feel like they learned that with you. So let's see what else we have here. Oh, this card wants to come out. We have Miracles. So group number 1, with you, your person may have felt that the connection you had was something that they needed at a certain place or time, that really kind of showed them, something that they didn't think they could have or would have, and change that perspective. You have Action here. So your person, they feel like the connection they have or had with you actually moved them to be more, have more perspective of their future and what they actually want to do to make things happen for them, whether it's relationship or career, so that you did provide that kind of insight for them. Transformation. So group number 1, the connection your person had with you or has with you is really leading to their transformation. It might be uncomfortable for them. It might be a longer process than they anticipate, but they are changing. They are evolving to a better version of themselves, and it does have to do with you. Take that as a compliment or not. So here you have this Breathe card. So you make your person feel like they can take more control of their life, and it might have been not a pleasant situation with the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Swords here, but they feel like they're at least at a point of being aware of what they need to do and taking some time for themselves, especially with that Four of Swords situation. You have this community card. So your person does really feel that, people involved contributed to how things are going. But to some degree, it seems that perhaps your person is kind of, this transformation could be more of seeing you as a confidant or friend in the future, maybe not right now, but someone who is helping them transform in a big way. And obviously, maybe it's not obvious. The people that they are currently connected with, or you may be currently connected with, that might change. But for now, they feel that it's really impactful to their life. And here is this Yang card. So group number 1, you make your person feel like they can embrace the masculine energy, the active energy, and actually move towards the things that they want in life. Again, they are evolving, and you have helped them to, they don't know exactly what they want. It might be that they want a lot of things, but they are going to at least take some steps forward to figure that out. And maybe with you, they use the approach of kind of looking at facts and analyzing things instead of being more in touch with their emotion. But like I said, they are in the process of this transformation, and it's not always pleasant for them. You have answers. So in terms of your person and their feelings for you, it's as if their connection to you gave them the answers that they were searching for. Perhaps the way that you two communicated didn't seem like there was clarity, didn't seem like there was providing of answers, but it's almost as if they stepped into this King of Swords, energy, even though they might have, maybe at times been a bit standoffish or cold. There is a part of them where they have taken what has occurred between the two of you and applied it in a way that, gives them actual wisdom and knowledge. You have this card of prosperity. So group number 1, your person and their feelings for you, they ultimately will reflect upon this as helping them have more happiness in life, more appreciating the things around them, more a sense of abundance, knowing that they actually can accomplish what they want and get what they want in the long term. They are again, like I said, looking at the long game of this, and maybe doing a lot of growing up really quickly. You have this card of blessings. So group number 1, your person, their feelings for you, they will reflect on it as not only their feelings, their experience with you, they will look on it as something that they are grateful for and kind of needed to experience to help them, be the person that they're eventually going to be. So now let's explore the feelings your person has for the third party. And it doesn't necessarily mean that there is someone actively involved with your person or that this third party contributed to their feelings for you. It could be the potential of being with someone other than you. So let's take a look here. We have the Two of Swords. So the third party kind of didn't provide your person any more clarity of their feelings. They kind of were, again, looking at the facts of things, not seeing things clearly, possibly because they don't know exactly what it is they want. And that lack of understanding creates like a sense of anxiety or, fear for them in making a decision. Here we have the Judgment card. So your person feels like with this third party, there is, something from their past that they need to let go of in order for that to work. Maybe that's the connection to you. Maybe it's the past that they have with this third party. Have Six of Swords, another Swords card. So your person is moving on from this third party, it seems. They are, looking for a future that is more easy, less tumultuous, and they might not exactly know where things were going with this third party, but it's kind of doesn't seem like it's necessarily something they're sticking around for. There is Four of Pentacles. So your person feels this third party is kind of weighing them down. Perhaps they feel that the third party is something that would give them a sense of stability, but at this point it's almost as if they feel blocked or stuck. Here is the Tower. So group number one, the third party situation and your person, there is either some kind of ending to that or some revelation, but there's chaos going on over there. Not really stable. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. So I think it's interesting. There's like no cups over here in terms of how your person feels about this third party. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's kind of like, well, I put in my effort, and now I'm just gonna, read a book, have a glass of wine, play with my cat, and, deal with whatever comes up later. So let's keep this going. Let's take a look at more of how your person feels about this third party. Guarded. Okay, so perhaps they are not really trusting this third person or third party. Maybe they are, protecting their heart for whoever is in their long-term view. You have this card of Patience. So it seems like your person has tried to be patient to see where things might go with a third party. But it doesn't necessarily have to do with a third party. It has to do with their connection with you and their realization of, looking towards the future and doing some growing up in the meantime. And you have this Support card. So it does seem that at some point, your person looked at this third party as providing some stability or some support. But it doesn't necessarily doesn't necessarily look like a whole bunch of, or any real like romantic connections there. So let's see what else we have. You know, flexibility. So with this third party, your person kind of felt that they could, they really could kind of take it or leave it. There wasn't necessarily anything, doesn't seem like there was major discussions. It just seems like this person kind of provided some minimal foundation and support, but you know, they were someone who kind of provided minimal support but allowed them to really do things they wanted to do, for the most part. You have forgiveness. So here with this third party, it's as if your person is either eventually going to seek forgiveness from them, or they felt that their connection with this third party was a natural result of something that they had done. Like maybe it has to do with this Wheel of Fortune thing, you know, a sense of their destiny, maybe something from their past, and they were trying to, with this third party, like make amends almost, but in a way that wasn't necessarily, it's like making amends with life. Like I'm gonna do the practical connection. And so let's see how this, you know, practical connection is for me, you know. So see what else we have here. You have diligence. So here it's kind of a sense of working through something. So again, not really emotional connections, but it's almost like, it feels like penance. Like you do the crime, you do the time type of thing. So we have, again, this card of flexible. So, you know, it does seem like this person was kind of, or this third person is kind of someone where they are also very cut and dry. They know what to expect. And so it provided your person the ability to test out things. You have all that glitters. Interesting. So group number one, this third party may have had a superficial attraction that your person was drawn to, but your person is, again, learning and growing and seeing that there are more important things in life, and really looking at the long term. And here is truth be told. So group number one, your person kind of really feels that their connection with this third person, this third party, is also helping them see what it is that they want and don't want, and helping them recognize their own truth to some degree. So here we have this strength card. So the connection with this third party not only allowed your person to kind of attempt, you know, different things, and I'm not sure exactly what those things were. Maybe their connection, it allowed them to do more practical things, you know, do things that he or she wouldn't have done on their own, and kind of allowed them to test out new muscles And so it has provided a sense of strength for your person. You have this animals card here. So, you know, to some degree, it could be that this connection with this third party, you know, helped to open up your person to see their connection with animals, to see how they themselves have certain, you know, animalistic feelings, or like instinctive, that maybe with this more practical approach, they couldn't really deny certain feelings that they had. And in this more practical third party connection, it just didn't fit for them. You have good luck. So, and there's another animal, it's a cat. This is not an animal deck. So, and with this strength card, there's also a cat. Is that a cat down there too? So it seems that, you know, maybe this third party is an animal person, a cat person, but your person and their connection with this third party, it's a sense of they learned a little bit more about themselves, a little bit about animals, and a little bit about, you know, how they actually make their own luck, and they are a stronger person from this connection. And you know, perhaps this connection is still going or it's over, but with this Tower card, seems like it's pretty much done or about to be done. So I hope this provides a helpful perspective of how the person on your mind feels about you and how they feel about a third party. We'll see you next time. Take care. Welcome back. This is the reading for group number 2, those who picked the Star Seeker Tarot deck and Amazonite, which promotes hope, clarity, and confidence to reveal the true feelings someone has for you versus another. I have 3 pieces of rose quartz to create a partition for the reading that I'll do for you with the Star Seeker Tarot deck, and the reading on the person's feelings for the third party, for which I'll be using the Light Seer's Tarot. So let's shuffle these cards and dive into your person's feelings for you and your connection. So this card wants to come out. Queen of Wands. So group number 2, your person really feels that the connection with you is something they really want brought into the center of attention. It's got a lot of energy. There's a lot of desire there, and a sense of you being someone they really want to show off. Kind of, you know, you're someone that they would be proud of walking hand in hand with. You have the 4 of Pentacles. So with you, your person feels grounded. They feel that they are kind of aligned, their mind, body, heart, spirit. They feel that it really does provide a sense of a foundation for them. You have 3 of Cups. So you make your person feel that they can have a good time with you, you know, whatever it is that you're doing. You're someone that they can, you know, hang out with their friends, or one-on-one. And, you know, that's kind of the arena where they want to show you off. You have the Star. So group number 2, you make your person feel like, you know, balanced. You give them a sense of clarity. It's as if they had, maybe in their past, they weren't really lucky in romance, but it's as if you really are a breath of fresh air, maybe even something that they had been wishing for. You have the 10 of Cups here. So with you, your person feels like they can really express and share their emotions freely, that, through the ups and downs, you are someone that will understand and, share the good times, support through the not so good times, and possibly even a sense of, family in the long term. You have the Knight of Cups. So group number 2, you make your person feel like they want to be that romantic Romeo for you, where they really do want to, wear their heart on their sleeve when it comes to you. You have chemistry. So they really do feel a sense of, you turn them on. They think you're attractive. You have their juices flowing, that's for sure. You have this guarded card. So like I said, in the past, there might have been some disappointments in love for your person. And so they are, even though they might have their heart guarded, they really do want to let more of their emotions show, more of their heart. They want to give you more of that. To some degree with 4 of Pentacles could be also not only that they feel like aligned and grounded, to some degree it could be that they're also trying to figure out themselves, get a true sense of self. Maybe in past relationships, they tended to forget themselves or give up a part of themselves. So for here, it seems like they want to give you more of themselves, but want to make sure that they are true to who they are in their own identity, separate from how they feel about you. And you have true love. So group number 2, you make this person's heart sing. Even though it is guarded, they really want to share that sweet tune of love with you. So maybe some more of these cards will show how that might happen. So let's keep going here. You have success. So with you, your person feels like they've really, lucked out. Maybe not just luck, but they've hit the jackpot, or they are hitting the jackpot. They see that, this connection with you, it's not only that they're drawn to you and excited about you, it's as if you give them this courage to be excited about other things in their life and to really be courageous and step towards those things. You have big potential here. So you make your person feel like this connection can go really far. Again, with this 10 of Cups, they maybe even have envisioned their life together with you in the future. And you have this card of stillness. So I think this is kind of related to this 4 of Pentacles, where it's really trying to get their bearings, taking some time for themselves to reflect and grow. They want to grow as an individual, separate from you, but their connection with you allows them to do that even more so, because they want to be a well-rounded, grounded person for you. So there might be, with this guarded aspect as well, like a catch-22 in the sense that you really inspire them to want to be a better version of themselves. They had that goal beforehand, but your connection with them makes them even more determined to do that. So, yeah, I'm not sure if you need to encourage them to be their own person, but that could be like just that part of that guardedness. You have this yin card. So group number 2, your person is really trying to hone in on being more nurturing, being more receptive, allowing things to happen. It's kind of like this with this stillness card here. This is a card of like feminine energy. So it could be, you know, they might want to allow things to happen to see whether it's not just all them, that you are also in this as well. And to some degree, it could be part of that, the concept of making sure that they are their own person and that they're going, this connection they have with you, they're doing things for the right reasons. So let's see here. You have a change in the wind. So it might be that your person is kind of wondering about you, trying to get a sense of the direction things are going, a sense of really, you know, yeah, just kind of your feelings about the situation, because if it was left up to them, they would absolutely move forward with this. But then again, if it's just up to them, it puts them possibly in the same situation that they were in prior relationships that they're trying to change. And here you have building blocks, which is kind of similar to this like Four of Pentacles, this foundation here. So it does kind of seem that with you, they really want to build this solid foundation for their future with you and for you, but also that would require them to be more of their own person. So it does seem like there is that kind of internal struggle going on. Or not even necessarily a struggle, but that's, you know, possibly if you see them, you know, being a little bit more holding back, or a little bit more sensitive, or just kind of being quiet, or, you know, just observing. It's a sense of they don't want to be the only person building these blocks, and they kind of want to see if they are or if they're not. So let's see what we have. We have beauty. So group number 2, your person really finds you attractive. It doesn't matter what you think of yourself. They see you as really attractive, really beautiful person inside and out. You have this card of justice. So they want to be honest with you. They want to, you know, maintain this balance with the star, this sense of clarity about, you know, what they want for you and what they want with you. They might not, you know, even though they want to kind of wear their heart on their sleeve a little bit more, and kind of sing praises about you, they want to also allow you to kind of see if you're mirroring the same feelings and intentions that they have. And you have this card of finding. So you make your person feel like they want, again, to be that better version of themselves, to really embrace that potential of who they can be, both with you and without you. But you are very key to them really wanting to kind of, achieve that foundation of who they are meant to be. They want to share in that, happy, successful, potential future. So now let's explore the feelings that your person has for the third party. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that there is someone actively involved with your person or them actively looking for someone. It could be the potential of being with someone other than you. Or, if you want, if you are absolutely sure there's no one else, this could be their past person. So let's take a look. We have 5 of Wands. So the third party makes your person feel conflicted, possibly conflicted about what they want, conflicted about maybe who they are, their priorities, how they should be. You have the Judgment card. So group number 2, your person feels like this third party maybe was very judgmental. Maybe they had a lot of baggage together, and really your person was wanting to let that go, wanting to release some aspect of drama or like opinions that this third party has or had. You have the Hanged Man. So your person was really feeling kind of stuck, kind of things weren't moving forward with this third party, a sense of really trying to see things from a different perspective and wondering if it was just them. Maybe things aren't amazing because of something I'm not doing right, or I need to change, or something along those lines. You have 7 of Cups. So your person feels like this third party, there is something that they can't really figure out about them, maybe can't figure out even what they want, or whether this third party is someone that they want. Very kind of conflicted about what the potential future would be, or even the present. You have the Knight of Wands. So the third party really, there was a period of time possibly where your person was excited. Maybe there was like a chase involved initially with this third party, or something where there was a sense of desire and fire and excitement. But the other cards kind of really lead to a sense of kind of either burnout or just confusion with that energy. And then you have the 2 of Wands. So your person feels like with this third party that they kind of want to something else. They yearn for something else, something different, something not the third party. So let's see what else we have here. Healing. So it could be that your person was healing or is healing with this third party. It could be that there's a lot of conflict and drama, and so there, a lot of judgments and opinions, and kind of wondering if, your person wondering if they need to be the person that changes. And so there was a lot of rips, tears, mending that needed to go on here. You have Friendship. So your person feels like with this third party, perhaps things should have just stayed on a friendship front. Possibly wondering if whatever was exciting or about it, or potentially exciting about it was, worth it, or, maybe wondering if they would even be friends, if it would have even started out as a friendship, or could afterwards just be a friendship. You have this card of support here. So to some degree, your person, with this third party, perhaps at the end of it or at some part of it, was looking for that third party to give that support, to show like they weren't, the only one feeling like conflicted or drama or feeling like this heaviness. And that they weren't the only one that wanted something different. So let's see what else we have here. Group number 2 with your person and this third party. You have pleasure. So it seems that at some point, especially with this Knight of Wands, there was pleasure, there is pleasure. There is a question of whether the pleasure your person received from this third party was worth it. If it's something to hold on to, or just let go of. You have here purification. So your person feels like this third party at some point, with all this excitement and then longing for something else and indecision, they just really wanted to wash themselves clean of any kind of drama or baggage involved there. And that includes giving up whatever is potentially pleasurable. You have this card of voyage. So group number 2, the third party makes your person feel like they need to find something else somewhere else. And it could be they feel it's either a long voyage, a voyage that they have to do on their own, but it does seem like this is not necessarily a voyage with that third party. So let's see what else we have here. We do have Treasure Island. So interestingly, this is a sense of actually having something pretty good, like available to you right in front of you, but just needing to know that is the case. So it could be with this third party, your person is healing from someone else, something even prior to this third party. And so that's what was leading to this kind of drama and conflict and indecision. You have here by the book. So your person feels like this third party, things seem pretty routine. There's whatever initial excitement there might have been, and initial, whatever pleasure there is, it's kind of like, well, that's what you would expect. But in terms of something amazing or something extraordinary, it's more like, no, it's on par for what it was supposed to be. And here is deep knowing. So group number 2, your person feels like with this third party, deep down, they knew things weren't necessarily going to work. With this Judgment, this Hangman, there was a knowledge that they had, that this third party, that this third party is not really going to be the person for them. So let's see what else we have. We have talent. So, this person, your person, feels like this third party, maybe they have something about their their body, the way they move, maybe even their sexual ability that they were kind of drawn to. So in terms of, kind of what your person can't deny about the third party, it's that they have this special talent, in terms of sensuality or something that makes them desirable. But that seems to be the core of it. You have financial health. So interesting. There's not any other kind of pentacles here. So in terms of this third party, how it makes or made your person feel, maybe they help them to focus on their career. Maybe it was something where to some degree they felt, maybe this support card here, they were either helping this third party or this third party was helping them financially. And then you have this courage card. So group number 2, your person feels like this third party possibly gives them the courage to kind of move on, trust their deep knowing, and go on this voyage for something more substantial, more looking at the future and being a better version of themselves. So I hope this provides a helpful perspective of how the person on your mind feels about you and how they feel about a third party. We'll see you next time. Take care. Welcome back. This is the reading for group number 3, those who picked Trick or Treat Tarot and Lapis Lazuli, which promotes self-awareness and speaking your truth to reveal the true feelings someone has for you versus another. So I have 3 pieces of rose quartz to create this partition for the reading that I'll do for you with the Trick or Treat Tarot and the reading on your person's feelings for the third party, for which I will be using mystical medleys. So let's shuffle up these cards and dive into the feelings that your person has for you and your connection. You have King of Pentacles. So group number 3, you make your person feel like they are kind of like king of their world, that they have everything they could want or need. They want to be a provider for you, a protector, and you have the Hermit here. So it's as if with you, your person feels like they don't need to, they kind of just want to be with you. They want to withdraw from everyone else and spend time getting to know you, having fun with you, figuring out what it is that you're looking for in life, where you are in your life, what you want out of life. You have the 9 of Swords. So you make your person feel anxious, possibly even scared. Maybe it's a sense of you not really being forthcoming, or possibly them wondering if you are not really finding everything you want in them. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So here with you, your person feels like their luck is changing, that there is potential for a new direction with you, or like maybe you are good luck for them. You have the Chariot, another major arcana card. So it seems like your person is really finding the connection with you to be something that is moving them forward in life. you have the Hermit, which is the 9th major arcana. You have the Wheel of Fortune, was the 10th major arcana. But you also have the Chariot. This goes back as a 7th major arcana, but the Chariot is about, moving forward, advancing, a sense of victory. And really, it seems like your person is trying to get their act together, trying to be whatever person that maybe they think you want them to be. And, possibly trying to manage their sense of what they want with you and what they are wondering what you want with them, to see if it'll kind of work out. Wow, you have this other major arcana card. You have this Temperance card. So your person is willing to wait. They are taking whatever you give to them, whatever it is that they're not sure of, and they're kind of reassessing it. So if you two are not really communicating true feelings on a deep level, and it's kind of like superficial, then they are really taking a look at like your micro mannerisms, things you say, things you don't say, and reassessing that in their mind. It might be causing them some stress, some anxiety. Perhaps that is how your person operates in general. If you are not a fan of rushing in too quickly, or you and this person just being on your own and escaping the world so you can just focus on the two of you, then you might want to say something. You have here this Daydream card. So group number 3, you kind of, it's kind of like you confuse this person a bit. They're not exactly sure what it is that you might want, and so they are kind of daydreaming about that. They are kind of thinking about what it is they want from you, what it is they want from life. It could be that just things in their life are very, besides the major arcana cards, you've got the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So these cards are kind of indicating there is stress and focus on really having the things that your person wants in life. Like it's almost like focusing on the end goal. So let's see what else we have. We have this card of Influence. So you make your person feel like perhaps there are other people that you pay attention to more, or are kind of maybe telling you things that they have to, about your person, that they maybe have to manage, or, that they're wondering about. And let's see what else we have here. We have this Codependency card. So group number 3, your person might have some codependency issues. We all do to some degree. Actually, I'm going to put these here. And it may be that your person is really looking to you and to others to give them the go-ahead in terms of like letting them know what your relationship means, where it's going, or how your relationship or your connection with your person should be prioritized in terms of other things like career and finances. So your person is kind of, they want to be confident. They want to believe that they are going the right direction. Things are going to go their way. And really trying to focus on what it is they want and how to get there, and taking a bunch of information and trying to figure it out. So your person is, might want some support, need some support from you or from others. So let's take a look at what else we have here. We have this delight card. So you make your person feel happy. They are, even though they might be kind of stressed about your connection and what it means, they are taking time to appreciate all the good things. That goes into their assessment. That goes into them figuring out what it is that they have with you, and kind of finding a sense of balance there. You have healing chaos. So group number 3, with you, your person, they feel like maybe they're from their past or something that's going on with them right now is kind of chaotic. It's, there's some instability, but they are really focused and they're learning how to make things better, and how sometimes things need to get a little hectic before they get calm. And they really are hoping that you stick around for that, help them through that. To some degree, they see you as like the silver lining to what's going on in their life, or what has gone on in their life. You have this courage card. So you make your person feel like they really want to try. They really want to conquer their fears. They really want to be who you need to be. And there might be some of their past that they understand is going to pop up and be an issue for them and possibly for your connection. But they really want to see where that might go, or like how that might, how they can overcome certain obstacles, and how that's going to affect you and even themselves to some degree. Is a big journey for them, it seems. Have this blessed card. So there might be moments where your person is feeling a bit overwhelmed, and they might need to take some time out for themselves. Back to this kind of hermit concept and this temperance concept, to really focus on, their thoughts, possibly how they're perceiving the world, maybe some meditation, some nature therapy, something where they kind of count their blessings and try to see more positives in the world. You have here building blocks. So group number 3, you make this person really want to have a solid foundation with you. They want to be that King of Pentacles. They want to be that protector. They want to be that provider. And so what they're going through with you is trying to figure out, if they are doing it right, if they are setting this up correctly for their future with you, their future with someone else. And, I feel like, a little bit of anxiety with your person, a little bit of, maybe a lot of their past, dealing with a lot of their past. And you have here the Fates. And this card is kind of, recognizing that there are difficult times in life that a person has. And there's the serenity prayer, which is, God grant me serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So right now, your person, the way that your connection makes them feel, they are, trying to tap into that. Maybe to some degree, they are going through some kind of life change, maybe even a spiritual change, but they are trying to change. So let's see what else we have here. Group number 3, with how you make your person feel. And let's see what we have here. We have here answers. So to some degree, being with you, even though there's fear, there's a little bit of anxiety, yearning for things to be more stable, they are learning to kind of avoid extremes and really find a sense of calm so that they can know the answers themselves. They're learning to trust themselves. You have this card of forgiveness. So, maybe in their past they did things they're not really proud of, or they had romantic connections that caused a lot of damage to them, maybe damage to their ego, damage to their self-confidence. But they are wanting to work through that and possibly release some things, get to a place of calm and healing, zen. You have this truth card, which is interesting because the Lapis Lazuli is a card of speaking your, or a gemstone of speaking your truth. And here's this card of truth. So group number 3, your person with you really wants to find that truth within them. The truth of, maybe their fears, what's behind their fears, the chaos or conflicts that they've had in the past, and really kind of looking for blessings and looking for destiny to really give them a helping hand with starting over. So now let's explore the feelings your person has for the third party. This doesn't necessarily mean that your person is actively involved or wants to be involved with this third party. It could be just the potential of someone. So let's take a look. Well, this wants to come out on top. 10 of Cups. So here, this third party makes your person feel like they are supported, they're happy, they can have a happy home, they can express their emotions freely and share those emotions with them, possibly in a way that is, in good times, they'll be happy with them, and bad times, they will kind of give them some support, ride those emotions. You have the 7 of Swords. So this is a deception card. So the third party makes your person feel like, to some degree, that there's something going on. Maybe they feel the third party is someone who would cheat or is someone who is dishonest. You have the Page of Swords. So the third party makes your person feel like they need to kind of be aware of how they say things, how they interpret things, possibly even wanting to spy, maybe check social media because of their concern about honesty or dishonesty. You have the 5 of Swords. So your person feels like this third party is someone who doesn't walk away from a fight. They are willing, to take everyone down with them. And, if there is a sense of victory this third party gets out of a fight, it's a false sense of victory. You have the Two of Wands here. So your person is really wanting to get out of whatever comfort zone, whatever situation with this third party, is kind of planning on a world outside of them, separate from them. You have the Six of Cups here. So the third party may be someone from your person's past. This could be the person who, you know, they are healing from with you. It could be that their anxiety, you got all these swords here, all this kind of concern, trying to problem solve, trying to do things correctly. That is kind of what those swords are with the Six of Cups. This could be, you know, maybe they're a first love, a young love, something along those lines. So let's keep exploring this connection between your person and this third party here, group number 3. You have the Spy card. So, you know, your person feels like this third party is doing something not right. You know, it could be something that, you know, in the past there were issues and, you know, they kind of found out either by spying or accidentally, but it's almost as if it may be that it could have turned into a habit or can turn into a habit, or they're embarrassed that was something, you know, maybe that's part of this influence and codependency with you. You have this Fear card. So here, the third party makes your person afraid. It could be like, you know, your person and with this connection to the third party just didn't trust their connection with others, didn't trust what people said, didn't trust themselves even. Maybe this third party is someone who, you know, gaslights. Maybe that's this 10 of Cups is like, hey, I'll be here with you and we're happy and everything's great. And, you know, I'll be there when you're sad and unhappy. And then it's just like, well, you know, I don't want to be around you when you're unhappy. Why are you taking me down with you? Like, you know, that kind of thing. So let's see what else we have here. You have this Support card. I think this card has come up for all 3 readings. So here, you know, your person seems like they were looking for support with this third party or are looking for support with this third party, but that lack of support, or even, you know, that kind of, not only am I not going to support you, I'm going to like kick you down a couple of notches. That's kind of, actually, I want to, am I gonna do that? Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. That might be that situation of, you know, adding to that concept of fear, adding to that concept of really wanting something else. And I think it's interesting in this Two of Wands, you can't see the person's face. It's as if they are hiding the fact that they want something else, something different. So let's see what else we have here. We have this card of Stillness. So, you know, your person feels like with this third party, they have to watch their words. They have to be someone who is very intent or purposeful, I should say, about what it is that they want to convey, a sense of, you know, what it is they desire, like the words that they even are using to talk to this third party, and feel like at times they're just stuck, that they when they're not actively trying to, be happy with this third party or trying to help this third party to, bring it back to times when things were good between them, it's as if they are, they're trying to figure out what's true, what's not true, what's working, what's not working. And, maybe even having to do that in secret, because bringing it up in a conversation, it's kind of like, what do you mean there's something wrong? What do you mean you saw me taking a picture with my friends at a club and I looked, I looked like I was, dressed a certain way or with a certain group of people that was suspicious. I posted it, so it can't be anything suspicious. That type of thing. You have this card of solitude. So it seems like here, your person and their connection with this third party, not only did they not get support, it's as if they were kind of, completely alone in that connection, or to the point where, like, again, they feared trusting themselves, but in the end, they didn't have anyone else to really trust. So they felt like really lacking power, and, really wanting to reassess things and, secretly transform their life. So let's take a look here. We have this card of blessings. You have this card of blessed over here. So they really were trying to see the bright side of things. They were really trying to, see that things weren't the way they thought they were, possibly even kind of hoping that, the things they suspected or the things they saw and interpreted one way weren't really exactly that way. And it could be that, they realize there's a lot of healing that they need to do. And, to some degree, I think that healing is still going on for them. So let's see what else we have here. Group number 3 with your person in this third party. You have this round and round. So it's making me think about like this concept of, maybe your person's saying something and that third party saying, what are you talking about? That's not the case, or that's not what I meant. Why are you taking it in that way? We were happy, and it's, or like, maybe that person was upset with your person, and then, they expect that third party to be accept, and when they see them, it's like, oh, hey babe, how's it going? And it's a sense of, it does seem like kind of like gaslighting, or just the concepts of doubting themselves is kind of a repetitive thing, maybe even fights. You have this card of regeneration. So it seems that the third party makes your person feel burnt out, like really there's nothing else to give, to the point where they really do need to heal. They do need to thrive in a different way, in a way that wasn't the way that they had been living. And you have here this loyal heart card. So your person really, with this third party, they want someone who is supportive. They want someone they can be happy with. They want someone who, there is a true connection, a true commitment, and really having each other's backs. So it seems like your person doesn't have that with this third party. So let's take a look at what else we have for your person and their connection with this third party. You have family. So it could be that this is like someone who they grew up with. Maybe their families are families. One of those things where it's kind of like it's just expected to be the case. So, or maybe they have family. Maybe they have a kid together, children together, share a dog together. But it makes it harder for your person to doubt this third party, and harder for them to break away, or to call them out even. You have this card of peace. So the third party really made it so your person had to find peace within themselves, because with this third party, they weren't giving them a sense of comfort or a sense of reliability. It's as if your person had to constantly watch themselves. It's almost kind of, they're still doing that, or they're doing that with you to a certain degree, kind of taking the information that they don't see, and trying to reorganize it to make sense of it and see what is it that they need to change, or what is it that the ultimate status of your connection is. So they're still doing that, but that mistrust, that sense of conflict and deception, that seems to not really be here. And it could be because of this, these answer, forgiveness, truth, that they're really taking it upon themselves with your connection to let go of things that aren't really serving them, and try to trust themselves a bit more, and look at things from a higher perspective. You have this card of animals. So it could be that they share an animal together, your person and this third party, or it could be that your person really felt that they were loyal and loyal to this third party, but this third party just treated them like something lower, an animal compared to a human, versus this loyal heart where they're kind of on the same level, and these two owls are kind of looking at each other directly in the eye, and they've got each other's back. So it's a sense of this third party, even though your person may have been loyal, a loyal companion, it's as if the third party kind of looks down on your person and treated them not with the same respect that they expected to be treated. So I hope this provides a helpful perspective of how your person feels about you and how they feel about a third party. We'll see you next time. Take care.